Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit different because it's actually late in the day. It's like almost 5:30 at night, and normally I start my vlogs first thing in the morning and you guys like spend the day with me. But I wanted to pick up the camera today just because there's been some updates like in like my setup and like things that we've been doing lately, and I wanted to talk about them before I forget, honestly. So first things first, little man is out there with Joe, but he is almost 3 weeks old. I can't believe he's almost 3 weeks old. This time has flown by. Like, I remember bringing him home from the hospital just the other day, and I don't even know how we're almost at a month old. But regardless, I think the last time that I updated you in a vlog, I told you guys that he was sleeping in our bed in the dock tot, and I want to show you what we're doing now. The bed is obviously a mess, so just like pretend it's not. But lately what we've been doing is we put the dock tot here in the Halo bassinet, and I know a lot of you guys were recommending it, and you were like, why don't you just put the dock tot in the Halo? I had tried it out like the first couple nights that we had him home, and he didn't like it. Like, he for some reason wanted to be like right next to me, but I gave it another shot, and I put the little sound machine in here too, and at night it seems that at least the last couple nights he's been sleeping in there just fine. I obviously prefer that. I know it's the safer way. Like, him in the bed in the dock tot is not the safest thing, but it was working for a couple nights and I was just exhausted, so that's what we had been doing. But I did try again, and like I said, the last couple nights he's been sleeping in the Halo next to me in the dock tot, and that's been working fine. So for now, that's what I'm gonna keep trying to do. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is like the swaddling. So the first night that I brought him home, or like the first couple nights, we were using like the little swaddle sacks, and these are like the Velcro, like the little swaddle me Velcro swaddle sacks that I've talked about that I love. I use these with Riley, and she did great with them, but for some reason he kind of has like a love-hate relationship with them. So sometimes I will try to swaddle him with that. Other nights I just use like a muslin blanket, and I just kind of semi swaddle him. He likes to kind of have his hands free sometimes, so I've been playing around with both. I'm gonna keep seeing like what works best for him, but for some reason it seems like he doesn't love it. The other thing that I want to update you guys on is the fact that we've been using the Owlet the last couple nights, and I'm gonna show you later on in the vlog, later on when I get him ready for bed, how we use that. But it is something that we use with Riley, and I just hadn't taken it out yet for Jackson, but given all the stuff that's been happening this week, and again I'll talk about that a little bit later, I wanted to set up the Owlet so we could use it. So in a little bit I'll show you that, but this is what it looks like just so you guys can see. It's this little thing. Actually, I think I have the box. This is actually the Owlet, and it's the little smart sock that measures the baby's heart rate and oxygen levels, and honestly it's just like the best thing that I think that you can have for your little one. So I will talk about that more in a little bit. I'm like super behind here on laundry. Like, I have so much laundry that I have to fold and put away, but again, I just had a baby, so I'm trying to be kind to myself and not freak out about it. This is my outfit, by the way, and this is pretty much what I've been living in like every single day. I've been wearing like still like my maternity jean shorts. So these are like jean shorts that have like the belly, like the stretchy belly. So I've been wearing these shorts or just like leggings on repeat. And then this shirt is like one of my favorite things that I have bought. I've bought like 3 of them in like 3 different colors because it's a nursing shirt from Pink Blush, and basically like it just goes like this, and then I can nurse. I have like my nursing bra on, so I can just unzip this top part, and then that's it. I can nurse. So I could wear like a tank top under this, and then it would just like cover everything so that if I'm nursing, like nobody sees anything. But given that I'm still here at home and not really going out, I don't really mind it being with nothing underneath. Before I go out there, because I just finished feeding Jackson, and after every feeding lately, one of the things that I've been doing is giving him medicine. I think that's what they're doing out there. They're giving him his medicine because we've been dealing with a bunch of reflux with him. So Jackson unfortunately seems to be in pain. Like, for some reason, like whenever I feed him afterwards, he's spitting up a ton, and he's like arching his back. He's trying to pass a lot of gas, and I can tell that he's really uncomfortable. I'm actually gonna call the doctor tomorrow and see if I can get an appointment for him so that I can take him in. They can give him some reflux medication, see if that helps him. The doctor told us we could give this to him a couple times a day. I think you can actually give it to him like every time that he feeds. So we've been trying this out, and we've also been trying a probiotic. We've been using this Culturelle baby to see if it helps his digestion. I just finished feeding him, so he is nice and content, hanging out with Dada. You gonna get him to go to sleep? No?
I'm not good at that.
You're not good at that? A little guy. Hi, baby. We're supposed to give him a bath today. but we failed.
We gave him a bath.
It's been like 2 days. He should probably have another bath soon. Eddie, what are you doing? You playing with Papa?
Oh, no.
No?
Oh,
You playing with all your toys? Has he been spitting up? A little bit? Like bad? I feel like he's already starting to lose some of his hair. I feel like he's starting to lose it. I think he's gonna be a little bit more blonde than Riley was, because Riley used to have like really long eyelashes. You can barely see his eyebrows or his eyelashes. But you're still cute, buddy. Oh, okay. That was a good burp.
Here it comes.
You think he's gonna spit up? Oh,
yeah.
There you go. And that's actually a small one. Normally it comes, oh, there you go. That's what we were talking about. I've pretty much like gotten used to the fact that I'm gonna smell like milk all the time because he's either spitting up on me or I'm touching the burp cloths that are all full of milk. So I forgot that that's what you smell like when you've had a newborn. But that's what I just smell like all the time now. What are you doing down there? Is that your fruit? My sister found these like fake fruits and gave them to her. What is that? What is apple? And where is the orange? Where's the orange? How do you eat the orange? Ooh, yummy. What is this one?
Pear.
A pear. Orange. Pear.
A banana.
Banana.
Apple.
Apple. Good job. Little baby's in the bassinet. He's got the hiccups. We're gonna see if he hangs out here for a little bit. Just relaxes. This is like his awake time. Oh look, this is our car seat for the baby, and this is one of the things that he got for Christmas. He got like this little car seat toy. These things are awesome because they just kind of like hook onto the handle here, and that's what he can like look at when he's sitting in the car seat. So this is something that my mom and my dad got him. I think it's so cute. Oh, I did want to tell you guys that I used my haka for the first time today. I used this for the first time when I was nursing the baby today, and I just kind of put it on the breast that I wasn't feeding with, and I got a nice little bit at the bottom. So I think that this is something that I'll keep using and see if I can collect a little bit and have a little bit of a stash. It's actually squishy. I didn't realize that. I thought it was just like a bottle, but this is actually like silicone, and so is this. So you put it on and then you squeeze it, and then it kind of like suctions onto your boob. So it's kind of different. I didn't really expect that. Cody, show me your tent. Let's show your friends your tent. I don't think that you guys have seen this, but Riley got this tent for Christmas. My parents got her this tent, so it's great because she'll come in here and she'll play like with her little doll, and she got a new little Frozen blanket. So this thing has been a huge hit. Show your friends how your baby goes night-night. How do you tuck in your baby? How do you tuck in your baby? Oh, she wants to bring this tent. How does the baby go night-night? Show me how the baby goes night-night. Oh, she just wants to take her banana out. Joe's mom got her this cute little doll with this little carrier, and that is her new baby. Just like that? You're such a good big sister. Oh, you're gonna give the baby the banana. That's very good. By the way, I am on episode 3 of You on Netflix. That is such a good show. I was so excited that season 2 came out. So if you guys need like a good show to watch, You is definitely it. Riley is over here playing with her little train that she got on Christmas. She loves this little Minnie Mouse little train. It's so cute. We have to do like a big decluttering of like all her toys now that she's got new stuff to play with. This little guy is wide awake right now. I have to change him out of this because he's got spit up all over it. But we've been going through like 3 or 4 sleepers a day with his spit up situation. He's so cute. It is time for Riley to go night-night. Hey, who's this? How do you tell your friends you're gonna go night-night? You're gonna go night-night? Look at the face. How do you say night-night, guys?
Night-night, guys.
Say, I'm gonna go to sleep.
Do sleep.
I'm gonna go read a book with Mama.
I brought a mama.
I have beautiful hair.
Here.
Touch your hair. Show them how beautiful your hair is. Alright, so it is my turn to read Riley her book tonight. So this is what we do every night. Either Dada or my mom or myself, we still come up to Riley's room and we read her book. And then after we read her book, then we put her down in her crib. So she still has her nighttime routine. Joe just finished giving her a bath. So after a long day where I feel like I've been with the baby all day, I really look forward to putting Riley down for bed. It's like our special bonding time that we used to have a ton of, and now not so much anymore. But that's definitely one of the ways that I've made sure to give her lots of attention. Still every once in a while putting her down for her naps and reading a book. Over here is like her collection of books that we choose from. She has like a ton of books. Which book do you want to read tonight?
Frosty Snowman.
Frosty the Snowman? Okay, tell your friends night night. Say big kiss. How do you give a big kiss? How do you do a funny face? And do a funny face? Say bye-bye. See you tomorrow.
Smile. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, friend.
My goodness, Riley is getting so big. Like, to carry her and put her into her crib at the end of the day is like a mission. And I used to be able to do that so easily. So that just makes me so sad because I know that she's just getting like a lot bigger. And I think that's one of the things that I told you guys when I brought Jackson home. That to me, like when I carried Riley and like when I compared like how little and tiny Jackson is compared to how big Riley's gotten, just made me so sad to think that like she was just that tiny like 2 years ago. When we took Riley to her 2-year-old appointment, she's weighing 25 pounds. So 25 pounds to put into a crib is a lot harder than it used to be. All right, this little guy needs a little diaper change, and then we're gonna change him out of his PJ because he's got spit up all over it. So we always keep like a spare pajama here in the little diaper caddy that we keep next to the pack and play. So we always have like some diapers and some wipes, and we have like a couple pairs of clothes and stuff in case we need to change him. All right, so now that Riley's down for bed and Joe and my mom are watching the baby, I try at least once every night, I try to like escape back into my room, and I sit down on the rocking chair here, and this is what I do. So over here, I have 2 books on this mess of a nightstand, so don't judge me right now. But I have this book that I've showed you guys before. It's like a little mom journal with like scripture passages and stuff. So I am on day 34. So I try to read one of the days each day. And then this is a book that I got for Christmas. And this one, it has like every day has a reading. And I am on obviously December 20, I don't even know what day is it today. It's December 28th or the 29th. But every day there's like a little thing to read. So I've been reading both of those. And then if I have a little bit more time, I try to read from my study Bible. And then this is another book that I just got for Christmas too. I haven't started reading it yet, but I will link to all of these down below. This, if you guys are looking for a good Bible, is my favorite Bible that I've ever used to read because it's like catered to like women, and like it has like a lot of stuff that it talks about. So again, I will link to all of this stuff down below. Again, I feel very lucky that I can escape for a few minutes like on my own. I know that that's not the reality for everyone. I know that not everyone has as much help as I do these days because again, if you guys are new here, right now we're living with my parents until March when we leave out of state. We're moving out of state to Virginia. So as soon as that happens, everything's gonna change and I'm really not gonna have any help. I'm not gonna have any kind of support structure in Virginia. So I'm really trying to not like, I wouldn't say like milk it, but to I guess take advantage of the fact that I have help and kind of allow other people to help me right now. So it has been really nice to just be able to like get away for a little while and just sit down and reflect and read because all day long there's stuff going on, and it has been hard to like just like living in a house where there's like so many people all the time. Like again, I'm very grateful that I have the help, but at the same time it's a lot, and it's a lot when, you know, you just kind of want some time by yourself, and it's the holidays, and you know, like everyone's been around, and my brother is off of school and he's here all the time, and Joe's been off of work and he's been here all the time, and it's just a lot. Like again, when you're needing some time by yourself, like I was used to being home with Riley like all day long by myself, and there was a lot more quiet time than there is here now. So whenever I can, I do try to take advantage of that, and it has helped a lot. Like it helped me prepare for the night because the nights sometimes are like really long with the baby, and the nights have been kind of hit or miss. Like some nights he does like a 4-hour stretch and sleeps great, and then like there was one night, oh my god, like a couple days ago, or maybe it was last week, I honestly don't even know like again what day it is, but there was a day a couple days back where he was awake from 1 in the morning to 6:30 in the morning. So that night, like I did not sleep, and it was rough. And I don't know, I've been thinking about like maybe filming a video where like I like film like throughout the night and just kind of show you what our nighttime routine is. And if you guys are interested in that, like a night with a newborn, let me know down below in the comments and I'll consider filming it, because I think it'll be interesting to like look back in a couple months and see like how that's changed. But right now, like I said, hit or miss. We're on the struggle bus. Some nights I get a couple hours of sleep, some nights I don't get much sleep at all. Like honestly, if I could get maybe like 3 or 4 hours of sleep, I'd be a happy camper, and some days I just don't even get that. So I'm very, very tired, but I know that this is just a phase, and I know that eventually like it'll be fine. We'll learn how to sleep. We had the same sleep issues with Riley, and I basically didn't sleep the first 6 months of her life, and she actually was in bed with us. We were totally co-sleeping. She wouldn't stay in the halo. We didn't have the DockATot with Riley, so literally she would just like sleep right next to my boob and wake up every half hour to suck on my boob. Like that's all she wanted to do. So I'm hoping that this time around it can at least be a little bit better than that. And as bad as some of my nights have been, like this week has been a rough week for me emotionally because of all the stuff that happened this week. And I guess long story short, I don't want to talk about it too much because I'm gonna get like really sad, and I don't mean for that, like for my video to be like a sad video. If you guys haven't heard, I think most of you guys probably have heard by now, but there is a YouTuber, Brittany Boren Leach, and she has 4 boys, and on Christmas Day she had like a 3-month-old baby, and on Christmas Day she put him down to sleep at a family member's house. I guess, you know, it was his nap time, and when she went to go get the baby was not breathing, and the baby basically, I guess in that time, the baby's, I don't even know how to explain it, like the baby stopped breathing, and long story short, they had to pull him off of life support, or I don't even know if they have yet, but they had made the decision earlier today that they were going to donate his organs to other families. But they lost their baby, and it's just so sad. It was just like a very emotional week, and that's something that's so scary to think about, like that a very healthy baby for no reason can just like stop breathing. That's like the whole SIDS thing. And I remember being so paranoid with Riley, like when Riley was little, that used to be my biggest fear, that I would just go and check on her and that she'd not be breathing. And I can't even like imagine, I can't imagine what that family is going through, and I can't imagine, like it's just so heartbreaking. And so obviously seeing this on social media and hearing this story, it's made me really emotional and really just sad for them and just scared, obviously for Jackson. Like I think they tell you that the risk for SIDS is highest like the first year of the baby's life. After that the risks go down. So like I'm not really worried about that with Riley. But again, like things happen, and that's why you have to like enjoy every minute that you have like with your kids. And so again, just all of the stuff that's happened has really put everything into perspective for me, because even on the nights where I've been crying with Jackson because he's not letting me sleep, or he's not going down, or he's so fussy, like I think about what that mom is going through, and the fact that she doesn't have her baby anymore, and she had her baby for 3 months and then he was taken from her. Like I'm so lucky that I have my baby still here. And so even on those nights that are really hard, I feel so blessed and so fortunate to have my little one that can keep me up all night. And it's just, it's such a shitty thing to think about, you know, like to think like at least I have my baby and that mom doesn't have her baby. Like it's just a bizarre concept, but it really has put things into perspective for me. Like as hard as it is, as hard as this phase is, as hard as it is to be a mom to a newborn and to go through these early stages of sleepless nights and like not really knowing what you're doing and figuring things out, like you are blessed to have that baby in your life. And so don't take that for granted and try to get through it. Try to be as positive as possible, because there are so many people who would give anything to have that. And so that's what I've been thinking about and kind of reflecting on this week. And again, it's just brought back a lot of fears and stuff that I remember experiencing with Riley and that now I will be experiencing with Jackson. But that's one of the reasons why I pulled out my outlet. So from now on, we are going to be using the outlet on Jackson's foot. And as soon as I get him in here to go down for the night, I'll show you how we put it on. But that is a device that, again, is primarily made to prevent things like that from happening. So you put it on the baby's foot and it measures their oxygen levels and it measures their heart rate. And if for any reason the baby's not breathing, it would alert you. It has like a little notification that would go off on your phone, and there's like a little base station that I keep on the nightstand that makes a really loud noise. And so I loved using it with Riley. It gave me like such peace of mind, because like even when he's here in the Halo bassinet, I can't see him. Like I don't have a direct line of sight to him, because like, just to give you an example, like that's the Halo, and like you can't really see if the baby's head was in there. Like I can't see directly in there because of the DockATot. So just knowing that that's on, and that even though he's like at arm's length away from me, like I can touch him if I wanted to, like just knowing that I would be notified if for some reason he's not breathing has given me like a lot of peace of mind the last couple days. So I know it's a super sad thing to think about, and it's like, again, it's a tragic story. I've been in tears bawling for this family, lifting them up in prayer, but like it's just incomprehensible. I think that's the word. Like I think it's just crazy to think that that happens. And he's not the only baby that that's happened to. I had someone else that I know reach out to me and say that they know someone who's 5-month-old that happened to. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, how does that happen? Why does that happen? And that's the thing with SIDS, which is sudden infant death syndrome. If you guys are new parents and you've never heard of that term, that's something that happens. And there's certain precautions that you can take to make sure that the baby's in like a safe sleep situation. And there's certain things that I think like make the risks for SIDS less. Like I know breastfeeding your baby makes the risk less, and like there's other things that you can look up on Google. But at the end of the day, like no one knows exactly why that happens, and that's the scary thing. Like you could be doing everything right, and from one day to the next you can have a super healthy, happy baby, and the next day you can not have your baby anymore. So again, I give so much thanks to God every single day that both of my babies are healthy and happy, and that I have them in my life. And I'm trying to remember not to take a second of it for granted, because it really can just be taken away from you in an instant. But now that I've depressed you all, I'm sorry. And if you're still here, thank you for watching. But I'm gonna go ahead and just turn the camera off for now. I'm gonna go hang out with my family. We're gonna watch a movie or watch TV or something, because my sister and her fiance are here. So we're gonna hang out for a little while, and the baby's gonna hang out with us. And then when it's time a little later for him to go to bed, I'll show you guys how we put the outlet on, and then we'll sign off. All right, so it's like 10:30. My mom was watching Jackson for me while Joe and I kind of relaxed in here for a little while, but he is still sleeping, and I had to get him because it's time for him to feed. So I'm gonna try to wake this little guy up and see if I feed him, and then hopefully, if all goes well, he will be settled down and I can kind of get him with his outlet on and get him swaddled, and hopefully he'll go to sleep for a little while longer. But it's not looking very promising because he's apparently been sleeping for a little while. All right, since he's super sleepy, I'm gonna actually change his diaper. That typically will like wake him up a little bit. So instead of just going straight to feeding him, because as you can see, he's pretty asleep, I'm gonna change his diaper, and I think this pajama's okay, but I'm gonna wipe him down because he had like some milk under his chin, and then maybe I'll put the outlet on and then I'll feed him. Okay, so little man, it has a changed diaper, and as you can see, he's starting to wake up a little bit more. So I'm gonna put on the little outlet sock. I'm gonna try to see if I can show you how I put this on him. All right, so I'm just gonna put this on his foot. Yeah, the notch goes on his pinky, and then I tie it around his little foot. And that's what it looks like when it's on. So it's got this little sensor right up here, and that's what measures those oxygen levels and his heart rate. So now I just put his sleeper on, and he can like not even feel it. It doesn't bother him at all. And then I'll come over here and I will turn this thing on. This is the base station. And then when it's green, it tells me that it is on and it is working. Now I'm gonna feed this little guy, get him some dinner, and then I'll show you guys the app that we use for the outlet. All right, little man just nursed on one side and he's like passed out. I put him in his little swaddle. So now I've got to try to wake him up to nurse on the other side. And we also have to give him his probiotic. Thanks, babe. We're gonna try to give him his probiotic because he takes this like at nighttime. And we can also give him the Mylicon again. And then since he's passed out, I figured I would just show you guys the app. So this over here is the outlet app that you set up. So this is what the app looks like. I haven't put a photo of him yet. But over here is the oxygen levels. So you can see that it says 100% oxygen levels. And then over here is his heart rate. And it just goes updating throughout the night. I can just open up the app and I can see where his levels are at. And let me see. See, right now they changed. They changed to 99%, 149 BPM. So they're constantly changing because it's constantly reading the levels. And it'll tell you like what the normal ranges are, like what the healthy ranges are. So I think for oxygen, if it goes below 80%, that's when it notifies you. And the beats per minute, I think if it's below 60 or over 220, that's when you get notified. Then you can also go down to history. And if you go to history, it'll give you like an overview. I think you go to graphs. This was today, but I can go to yesterday and it'll show me, yeah, if I go here, I can go back to yesterday and it can show me like more or less like when he was awake and what his average levels were. So it's a handy app. It's super easy to set up and it's definitely one of the things that we really like. And I'm so happy that we have to use. What are you doing to him? That's rude. I'm all done feeding a little baby. Let's see if I can put him down. I'm gonna end the vlog here and see if I can get through the rest of the night with this little guy. But thanks so much for watching. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.